You're listening to Brandon Sports Talk, interviewing professional athletes and Paralympians and Olympians. And now for your professional athlete interview and your host, Brandon P. Welcome back to Brandon Sports Talk. In today's episode, I have the privilege of interviewing the Hamilton Tiger Cats CFL football player, Ted Laurent. How are you doing today?
Doing great, yourself?
I'm doing good. Can you talk about how you knew that you wanted to get started in playing in professional football?
Oh man, they gotta go way back, man. I didn't even know about football like at all. And then at a young age, I moved to the state, and then one of my big brothers, he told me, man, why don't you play football? That was like in eighth grade, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give it a shot. And from eighth grade until now, I've been playing like it's crazy how this may sound like a lot of different guys will say like they play different positions. They play a lot of skill positions. But me, I've been playing defensive alignment like my whole life since the eighth grade or now. So like my big brother told me once he started playing football, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give it a shot, and the rest is history.
What was that experience like going to college and going to Ole Miss to play college football?
It was a great experience, man. I had it was up and down as far as like winning. We had like I had two good winning seasons and two bad seasons. So like it was up and down, but the atmosphere was great. The home crowd was really great. One of our biggest game was my sophomore year in college. We went in Florida, and I think at the time they was like ranked like maybe number 4 or 5 in the nation, and then we beat them at the stadium. So like that's like one of the biggest upsets I've been a part of. But as far as that, and then we went to like 2 bowl games. That was fun as well. Um, but yeah, it was pretty a great experience. I really enjoyed myself.
For you as a player, what was that a feeling like getting to put on that jersey and representing Ole Miss?
Oh, it was great, man. Especially knowing the history behind it. It was great, man. You get goosebumps because we had a tradition where we thing called the Grove. Uh, we walk before we get to the stadium. Like we walk into like this thing called the Grove, and then we walk there. You get to meet, get the fans to cheer you on, and it was the atmosphere was really like electric going through there. So like from there to the, if you're not ready after that walk, there's something's wrong with you. But that walk really gets your mind right, get your like get goosebumps and everything. And then once you get in the locker, it's time to go. So it was really a great experience. Like I said, playing with that Ole Miss jersey on, like it was great.
What was that experience like playing on the SEC and playing teams every week like Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, and Florida?
Oh, it was brutal. Like it was brutal. It was on the body, but at the same time, you was young, so you don't really worry about your body as much. So it was like 18, 19, 20. So I'm not thinking about stuff like that. But yeah, it's been a stretch where we had to play Alabama, then LSU, or even go to Georgia. So like those games, the atmosphere is electric. 80,000, 90,000, 100,000 people cheering against you. It's real loud. Uh, it was really great. It was really great. The only thing I say I regret is on my 4 years at Ole Miss, I never beat Alabama.
Of course, coming out of college, what was that experience like going into the CFL Invitational Combine and getting to work out?
Oh no, actually, I didn't do those things. My mind was focused on trying to get to the NFL. My year was the lockout year. I don't know if you remember that, but 2011 was the lockout year. So I didn't get drafted, and I waited, uh, and nothing came about. And then at the time, my coach told me like, you should give it a chance to the CFL. And from there, like, so when I found out about the CFL, that's when the draft already went by. So I got picked up in the supplemental draft. That's the draft like afterwards for guys that didn't know about the CFL. I got picked up there in the second round by Edmonton, and then from there, it was just I went there, played for 3 years, and then from there I tried again to go to the NFL. It didn't work out, and then I signed with Hamilton. Here we are.
What was that experience like getting to go to Edmonton and getting to play for Edmonton?
Oh, it was great. It was great. I got a chance to meet a lot of guys. A lot of guys really helped me at the time, and a lot of guys they told me, especially when I was a young guy, veterans told me like, if you do this the right way, you can really play this for a long time. So like, I had a good core group that helped me uh, get through my the rookie hump. It was great, man. And when I was there, my 3 years, my first year we went to the Western Final. So it was a great experience to come out straight out of college and to do this. So it was great, man. And I never forget. I had fun. Met some great guys that I still talk to. Um, Played with a couple of guys that still play till this day. It was great.
How's that feeling like the first time you got to put on your first professional football jersey and getting to represent the CFL and Edmonton?
It was good, man. It was nice. I remember my first preseason game. Like I didn't know how it was gonna be, how fast the game was, and get there and get my first snap. I had to definitely work on my conditioning at the time because I didn't know how fast the game was. CFL. So I definitely had to work on my conditioning. But once I got that and I got the hang of it, everything else was fell and everything was great.
How's that feeling like the first time you got a sack and a forced fumble in the CFL?
My rookie year, I wasn't starting. I was part of a rotation, so I was playing, not a lot, but I was playing enough. And then my first sack came, uh, the guy, the quarterback fell, and but nobody was around him. So, like when guys, especially when D linemen see that, that's like one of the easiest sacks you can have. Is when the quarterback fall on the ground, all you gotta do is touch him and you get the sack. Especially if you're behind the line of scrimmage. So what happened was the quarterback fell, and it was three other guys, and we all raced to get touch him first, and I just happened to touch him first, and that's how I got my first career sack. So usually the guy would say, "Oh, you know what? I beat my guy 1-on-1, or I came free." But my first career sack was the quarterback fell, and I ran the fastest I could to touch him, and that's how I got my first career sack.
For you, what was that transition like from going from Edmonton to Hamilton Tiger Cats?
I mean, it was difficult because I started there my first 3 years, but then I'm from Montreal, so I I wanted to play for Montreal. Uh, at the time, I talked to my mom and talked to my wife about I wanted to play for Montreal. Like I want to get a chance to come home. And at the time, my mom was like, you know what, I don't think going to Montreal would be best for you. So, uh, but I still want to be too close to home. So Hamilton came on about, and we spoke to them or my agent, and like I said, my wife and my mom, we talked about it, and how you feel about Hamilton. He said Ontario, it is close. Get to come see me play. She was like, yeah, go ahead, it's not bad. And they treated me first class then, and and they still do now. So it was tough to say goodbye to Edmonton, but you gotta do what's best for you and your family, and I believe I did that, and I've been at Hamilton ever since.
Coming to Hamilton Tiger Cats, what was that experience like coming over after obviously being in the CFL, and how easy was that transition for you?
Well, technically, it's not really easy transition because now I made some great friends within the 3 years. So now I gotta kind of start over and met but it was a couple guys that I played with that was in Edmonton that went to Hamilton, so that kind of helped me a little bit to kind of guide me, see how they do things in Hamilton. I had to learn new defense, new coaching staff. I mean, new city, new locker room, new teammates. So I mean, it took me a while, especially me. I'm really like a quiet, shy guy, so it took me a while to open up and become friendly. So it took a while, but eventually I got comfortable and I became more open and listening to guys more, and ever since then, it's been love. Like it's a city and an organization. It's first class, man. It's, it's first class. I would never complain about how they treat me here or how they do things in Hamilton, the city, and everything in Hamilton is first class.
What is that feeling like getting to see your last name on your CFL football jersey and getting to represent the city that you represent and also where you come from?
Yeah, it's great because not a lot of people in my family got the chance to play for pro sports. The fact that they get to see me play or watch me on TV means a lot to me. Like every time we play Montreal at Montreal, like I always try my best to bring a lot of people that I can of my family. See me play. There's not a lot of people in my family that play professional anything. So again, to be able to do that, to watch them enjoy themselves, uh, watching the game, cheer me on, no matter win, lose, or draw. It's always love, and it always puts a smile on my face, no matter the outcome of the game. To see my family afterwards, it always puts a smile.
What is that feeling like getting to live out your professional football career and being a CFL football player?
It's great, man. It's great. I get a chance to do something that I love. They don't really feel like work because I love it so much, and I get to that help provide for my family. That help while I enjoy help provide my family while I enjoy the thing that I love. So it's really like a win-win. So I can't really complain about that. And meet a lot of great people, made great connections. I feel like I have friends for life. So it's a blessing to be able to play the CFL football game, especially for as long as I have. I'll never take anything for granted because they tell you like the average career of pro sports, like especially football, 3.5 years, and I year 12, 13 for me. So I've really been blessed, and I never complain. I never take anything for granted.
For my listeners that don't know about the CFL, how would you describe it and how do you play in the CFL?
Yeah, for people that don't know, the CFL is we have the field is wider. So the typical U.S. field is it's 50-yard wide. Ours is 65. We do have an extra man on the field, so instead of being 11 on 11, it's 12 on 12. We a yard off the ball compared to like yes, I said U.S. football, you can be up like real close to the football, but as far as like deep alignment, you have to be a yard off. 20-second play clock instead of being 40 seconds. It's exciting. There's no fair catch, so like all punt return has to be well, all punts have to be returned. There's no fair catch. So it's really a fun game. If you want to see a lot of points score, like a lot of offense, like you should watch the game. Like it's really it's entertaining. It's unique and entertaining at the same time.
What does a typical game day look like for you at home in Hamilton?
Yeah. So usually we gotta get there about if we the game is at let's say the game is at Usually we play like at night, so we usually Friday night or Saturday night or Thursday night. So usually I'd be there like 2.5 hours before the game. Well, no, no, let me take it back. Let me start with my breakfast. My all my home game breakfast has been the same. Scramble me about 4 eggs with cheese, and I chopped up like hot dogs and put it. I'm kind of making like an omelet. I've been doing that for like 13 years, all the home games. I do that. Try to drink my Pedialyte before I get drink my Pedialyte, say my prayers, and then I make sure I put on a nice outfit to go out there so I can look fresh. They say you look good, you play good, you feel good. So I make sure I got to look right. And then, like I said, I get 2 hours before the stadium. 2 hours I get there before 2 hours before the game starts. I get there, and usually I have a game day playlist that I listen to. I get there, I put my make sure my gear is correct. Make sure my pads is on my pants. Relax a little bit. I eat my protein bar, and then I go outside and warm up. Warm up is loosen up my body, make sure I be right before the game, and then I come back in, I listen to more music, I get tape, and and then we go out there and warm up again. And then by the time we come back, we go over a few things that we have to do for our game plan, and then I say my prayers. Usually guys do their prayers like on the field. I do mine like I try to isolate myself for like 5 minutes, and I do my prayer on my own, and then I go back out there and time to go.
Of course, so what is that feeling like on home games and that atmosphere like playing in Hamilton?
Electric. I've been there since before they. So I came a year after they tore down the RV Win. So when I was there, they was building Tim Hortons Field. So we was playing at McMaster for my first year when I was up there. That was our home game. And then later on that year in 2014, they finally finished Tim Hortons Field. And when I tell you the first time we played there, the atmosphere was electric. It was so I had 24, 25,000 loud screaming fans cheer you on, especially I'm on defense. So like when we on defense, it's the the crowd and the fans get real loud. So to be able to be part of that for all these years, it was a great experience. Like we probably had the best fans in the CFL by far.
What is it like getting to play against some of those different CFL teams like Toronto, Edmonton, Calgary, and BC?
Yeah, I mean, it's professional football, so and those guys are good. So like every week, it's a different challenge. It's different. Guys are good, so you always got to bring your A game. You cannot take a game off. Never, because like I said, those guys are pros as well and they get paid. So if they don't want to get embarrassed. The same way I don't want to get embarrassed by them. They got people watching. I got people watching. So it's really fun and entertaining and also motivating to not try to be that guy to get embarrassed. So you definitely got to prepare mentally and physically, and the weekend, week in and week out, because you can never take a play off. You can't take it for granted because you never know.
Who are some of the people in the football community that you look up to, whether it's in the NFL, XFL, or in the CFL?
Yeah, and yeah, I definitely I play D line like I said my whole life. So it's a guy Warren Sapp, a defensive tackle that played for Tampa Bay way back in the early like '95 to 2002. Was the guy I kind of look up to. I feel like he's one of the greatest. He set the standard to how to play the position I played. So I definitely some guys do. Especially when I start like watching football, that's who that's who I looked up to.
What is it like getting to play with some of your teams? in Hamilton Tiger Cat teammates at Hamilton, like Jarrett Hughes, Bo Bowley, and other teammates.
It was great, man. Especially you would yeah, especially you would and Bo Levi, especially Bo Levi. I think we came in together, but we always like went against each other, so we never like we been battling like you beat me a lot of times. To get a chance to play with him was great. So we kind of knew each other already, kind of because we played against each other so many times, so many years. So it was great. But no, everybody, it's great, man. You get a bunch of group of guys who come together as one. Especially everybody got like their own thing going on, or different style, or different background, or where they're from. But just to be at one on the football field is really great, man. And definitely made I made some friends through my whole football career. But my Hamilton Tiger teammates are really great. They love to play with, and they on and off the field, man. It's great to be around.
Who are some of the influential people in your career that have shaped you into the football player you are today?
Definitely Russell Soul, but my mom, my my two big brothers, you know, those two, they definitely play a big part of my life as to how you play the game, or how to play the game, raise me right, be respectful, be committed, dedicated in anything I do. And yeah, I definitely mom and my two big bros. And I'm always gonna be grateful for that.
What is it like getting to meet your fans and having them ask for your autographs and photos with you?
Yeah, man, you can't take this for granted because one day, like they tell us that all the time, man. One day, they're not gonna be there. There's not gonna be no fans that's gonna be like, can I get your autograph? So we really take this for granted. No matter if it's one or 100, like that one fan that you do sign, man, put a smile on their face. Like they come and watch you play. Like they pay their hard-earned money to come watch you play. So like, it's small as sign autograph. I enjoy doing that because one day I'm not gonna play forever. Eventually, it's gonna stop. But it's great. It's great to have fans to ask for autographs or pictures, or even sometimes when I go to a store, a couple of fans that recognize me. So like I'm always appreciative. I always stop what I'm doing and just, tell them how much I appreciate them coming to the game, or how I appreciate how I want to get favorite players. So definitely not taking that for granted. I really appreciate it. For sure.
For you as a player, what is that feeling like getting to see people getting to represent you and wearing your jersey for Hamilton?
That's great, man. Every before the game starts, or like as I'm walking out the tunnel, I always look in the crowd and see, if you know, just out of curiosity to see if anybody out there wearing my jersey. So I'll be seeing a few sometime, and when I see them, I always salute them and I tell them how much I appreciate them. Or I wave at them, show them how much I appreciate them. So it's a great feeling, man. Like I said, this game of football, man, it's it takes a toll on the body, but the perks that come with that, like the fan love, the everything else, man, it's great, man. It's great.
Throughout your career in the CFL, what have been some of your favorite memories and moments?
Yeah, well, my first game was my first like CFL game. That was a great moment for me. My first win as the CFL was a great one for me as well. And then I was a part of the team that we was down 25 points to Edmonton on the road and came back and won that game. That was another great experience. I got a chance to play in two Grey Cups, another great experience. So yeah, I'm not gonna. I had a lot of great experiences. But like those are like a few that I can think of. Those great moments for me as the
What was that experience like for you getting to play in two Grey Cups and getting to compete for a championship?
Oh, it was great, man. It was great, especially because at the end, when you start the season, the goal is to get to the championship game, Oh, well, I said that back. The goal is to win the championship game. So my first time getting there, it was fun, man. Like cause not everybody's watching you. It's all about like those two teams. That's what's left. Everybody worked hard to get to where get the championship, and the fact that we got there instead of everybody else was great. The media, the fans, like that city that hosts the Grey Cup, like it was a great experience. Especially to play in that Grey Cup was a great experience.
For you as a player, what is the difference between a regular game day atmosphere versus championship week and going into the championship game day atmosphere?
Okay, yeah, atmosphere. Well, it depends. It depends on where we at, but home game, the atmosphere, because it's home. So like it's everybody on your side, everybody cheering for you. But the Grey Cup, I remember in 2019 when we went, the Grey Cup was in Calgary, and we went there, and as we walking out the tunnel, we got booed. So we getting booed. So like that was like a not weird, but you think like when you go to a neutral game, like it's neutral. When you go to a when you go to a championship game, the fans gonna be neutral, but that wasn't the case that year. Like we really got booed, like we was playing like on like at the other team home turf. So the atmosphere was different that game. It really was. Like it kind of caught me off guard how the crowd was booed us. Um, but we got over that. We played. Fortunately, we didn't come out with the win, but definitely the championship atmosphere compared to the game day home game atmosphere is completely different.
What are some of your future plans in the CFL moving forward?
I feel my body still feels good. I feel like I can still play a little bit. So uh, we just got off the off season like a month ago, and try to heal a little bit, and then get back to training, and hopefully get another year in me and try to get a championship.
What advice would you give those people in college that are looking to play college football and then go on to professionals?
Oh yeah, man. Professional football is completely different, man. Now it's a grown man game. Now you're a professional now, so it's not a kid, it's a job now. So you gotta make sure you get there on time, and you gotta make sure you need to learn how to be a professional. You gotta learn how to be a pro. You have to respect people. Definitely gotta outwork a lot of guys. There's a lot of guys that come in try to take your spot every day. Every day that you come in, especially in the pro level, if somebody that's gonna try to get your spot, or coaches try to get rid of you. It's up to you to show them that you still want to be here and you belong here. So like every week, you gotta come with the right mindset, or you won't be here.
What advice would you give those college football players out there that are looking into different routes in professional football, whether it's in the NFL, CFL, or XFL?
Um, the thing is, all you gotta do is just get your foot in the door, man. Once you get your foot in the door, now it's up to you to stay there. So like you definitely gotta put in the work. Nothing's gonna be easy. Like I said, like it's different routes to play pro ball. Like if salary might not be the same as like other pro sports like the NFL, but if you love what you do, eventually the NFL gonna come knocking in. But it's definitely different routes. You got the CFL, you got the XFL, you got different football leagues that can help professional league and stuff that can help you still play the game that you love. So like just because the NFL didn't work out for you, just don't get discouraged. Especially when you're young, you can always try different pro league, and then eventually like you do the right thing. Eventually, the NFL gonna come knock back. So it's all up to you.
What advice out there would you give those rookies coming into the CFL?
You're a rookie, and you're going to earn your spot. Nothing's gonna be given to you, and nothing's gonna be handed to you. It's gonna be a little small, like rookie, not hazing, but you got a little rookie duty that you're gonna have to do. And but besides that, man, you once you start making plays, once you start, making plays and being that guy, man, everything will be gonna fall into place. But as rookie, just gotta come in. It's no, you got to listen. You really got to listen. You can't be hard headed. You can't do things your own way. Like you got the guys that've been there longer than you, that's been doing it for a long time. That will like help you and guide you, and definitely have to listen to the best.
What advice would you give those future CFL football players out there looking to play in the CFL?
Oh, the game is fun, man. The game is unique. Like I said, it's really fun, entertaining. It's like I said, if you still wanna play the game that you love, that CFL is one of the ways to do it. Um, you definitely gonna meet a lot of people, gonna make some great connections, great fans. So like, it's not bad at all. You definitely come try it out and give it a chance.
That's great advice. Where can my listeners find you at on social media?
Yeah, my Instagram is Belly Rub at Belly Rub 97 BELLYRUB 97, and my Twitter is my first and last name, Ted Laurent, TEDLAURE.
Thank you again, Ted Laurent, for your interview and best of luck in your future with the
Thank you.
Hamilton Tiger
Thank you. I
Cats.
appreciate it, man. You have a great day, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you. You can find Brandon Sports Talk on Instagram at Brandon Sports Talk, Twitter at Talk_Brandon, and you can find me on YouTube at Brandon Sports Talk. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you again, Ted, for your interview and best of luck in your future.
All right. Thank you.
You've been watching Brandon Sports Talk. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to Brandon Sports Talk on social media and on YouTube.